Hello. I thought I would do a quick run through of a game called Hostage Negotiator. This is a solitaire only game. It's not a big box game. It's very interesting. I've played it a few times. I think I've won once out of the 6 or 7 times that I've played it. So it's fair to say that if anyone ever finds himself in a hostage situation, don't call me because I am absolutely useless. So, how do we do this? Well, as you can see, I've got the board set up already, and as part of setup, you choose the person who you are going to be negotiating with. And in this particular person is Arcane Marcel. It tells you to put out a demand, and it tells you to put out an escape demand. And as part of setup, there are actually multiples, so you do get a bit of random setup and ease of playability. Also, in the game, you get more than one person. You get a bit of backstory as well. This guy is angry. He's the leader of a terrorist organisation. I'm not going to go into it too much because we want to see the gameplay. So, part of setup, here he is. We've set up where he is on how many people he's taken. So he's taken 7 people hostage. He starts here at number 4 on the track, on the threat level track. And the threat level track's important because it will tell us how we can or how many dice we can roll when we get into conversations. The game itself is relatively simple, and they've released a while ago Final Girl, which I've got. Let's move the camera over here to have a go at some point, which I'm quite excited about doing that. And yeah, so I've got my quick reference guide, and we're just going to get into it. So, what do we do? Well, turns in this game are split into 3 phases. The first phase is called the conversation phase. Now, you start with what they call 0. You can probably see that, hopefully. Yeah, 0 cost cards in your hand. And the idea is you're going to play a card to try and talk to Arcane. As simple as that. And then part of what you're doing is rolling the dice, trying to get... There's a lot of dice. There's a lot of luck in this game. And I think sometimes that's where the game gets a little bit let down. It can be very frustrating when you're just not rolling right. But we'll see how we get on. Yeah, so you can play cards like Keep Cool. You know, you're asking him to... If you roll the dice and you get 2 of these... They're successes, so the equivalent of a 5 and 6 on a 6-sided dice. If you get 2 of them, we will get, hopefully you can see that. There we go. You'll get -1 on the track here, and then +1 on the conversation points. Now, the reason why conversation points are important are because after we've finished our conversation with him, the cards that we used get removed for the next turn. But we then can use however many points we've managed to accrue to buy extra cards. So as you can see, there's quite a few extra cards over here, and they've all got a cost on them. So I've put them in order of 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 4, 4. And obviously they get better the more they go up. So for example, if I take this one, which is the most expensive one, it's all units get in there now. So basically, it's all gone to pot. And you're going to go in there and try and sort it out, as opposed to asking him to give you a bit more time. Yeah. So, like I say, we'll keep moving the camera and we'll just go through the game. So, what do we want to do straight away? Well, we've got some keep calls, small talk. What are your demands? Now, again, we've got the demands up here and the escape demand, but we don't know what they are. When we've finished our turns and when we've actually bought some cards for the next turn, we then go to the terror phase, which are the cards up here, and they can be quite punishing if you have not found out what your kidnapper, hostage taker, what his demands are. And if you don't know what they are, then you can't actually deal with him. So I think one of the first things we're going to do is play this, give him a call. Say, okay, guy, yeah, what are your demands? So if you can see that, yeah, what are your demands? And because we are, I'll put that there, because we are now in this area here, we roll 2 dice. So let's roll 2 dice. And look at that. Just so you can see, when we could pull them out. Nothing. Okay? Absolutely nothing. And when you get a nothing, yeah, you see it on the card here. Yeah, he's going to turn around and say, right, I'm getting annoyed with you now. I'm going to get angrier. So we move that up. +1 there. And what the symbol there means, with the X over it, yeah, means that, well, actually, I'll show you on this one. We're okay on that one. On this one, you can see it's got this. If this had been this card being used, that would be the end of the conversation. Yeah? So he's basically saying, look, you know what I want. And we're saying, actually, we don't. So now that's been played. I can move that over here. I'm going to ask him again. What are your demands? Yeah? We need to find out what it is he wants. So... oh, yeah. You see what I mean straight away with this? It's nothing. So he's getting even more annoyed now. And that means he's going to move on, like the last card. Yeah, he's moved on. But now he's in... he's really close to killing people. So, okay. So we don't know what his demands are, but we still need to talk to him. We need to calm him down. Yeah. So we're going to have to play keep cool. Yeah. Come on, there's no need to be like that. And then we're going to roll the dice again. Look at that. I could have done with that last time. So we've got 2 successes. And as you can see on here, 2 successes is... just move this light. Maybe that'll make life easier. Rather than it shining on there. That seems to be better. Yeah, keep cool. 2 successes. You can see here... it gets calmer, so we're going to move that down to 5, and we actually get 1 point that we can spend next turn, because we need to generate these points. Because any cards that I play, I cannot use next turn. Okay, I don't get them back straight away. So it doesn't do you any good to, to spend everything all at once. So, okay, he's calming down now, so let's say, okay... right, let's have some small talk, like where you're from, you got any hobbies? Hopefully not playing board games as badly as I am. So we're going to play that. So, let's roll the 2 dice, because we're still in 2 dice. And we've got 1 success. Fantastic. And with 1 success, we get, and you can see it there, it focuses, there it is, you get another 2 points to spend. So that gives us 3 points. And I think that will be us done. I think we need to now conserve the 2 cards that we've got left in our hand. We've got a small talk and a keep cool. These, I always put face down so that they don't get mixed in with anything else. So those 2 are going to stay there for next turn. And now we've got 3 points to spend on better cards. Now, I generally always try and get one of these cards, yeah? And it is, if it focuses, I'm in trouble today, what I meant was, and that allows you to re-roll a dice. So those ones which came up blanks, playing this card would be able to re-roll one of those dice. So that's 1 point spent. So I've got 2 left, and... for 2 points, I think we need to get him calmer so we can... I don't know, because there's 2 really good cards here. There's the just a few minutes more, which... but even a success will make him feel fed up. So it's a +1. But then... this one is probably the one I'm going to get, because it's just stay calm, which, as we know, you don't tell people to stay calm if you want them to stay calm. very silly. So yeah, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to buy that card. The cost is down here, so the cost is 2. I don't know if you can see that. And that then spends all of our conversation points. The next thing that we do, because now we've bought, is we draw a terror card. And the terror card says, don't test me, roll a die. If the result is less than or equal to current threat level, and that symbol means he's going to kill a hostage. And for any unrevealed demands, and this is the bit I was trying to get over to you, yeah? He gets +1 on his anger. So he's automatically 1-2. He's straight away gone up to the maximum level. Whereas if he now gets another level, he'll start killing hostages and we'll lose. So we have to roll a dice. Basically, he can't fail this now. Actually, he could do, because the card says roll a die. If the result is equal to or less than current threat level, kill someone. So we could roll the dice before we do this, because you always work from top to bottom. That's my I don't know, thoughts about this. We work from top to bottom, so we wouldn't actually increase that until we've rolled this dice. And if we roll a 6, which is highly unlikely given the fact of how we're rolling, so let's have a go. If we roll a 6, then he won't kill anyone. If he doesn't, then get in there. He rolled a 5. Okay, so unfortunately he has now killed a hostage, and they go down there. Okay, so the one thing we haven't spoken about is how we actually win this game. So the way we win this game is you have to rescue at least half of these hostages. So 7, it's going to be 4. So we've got to rescue 4 people. And then we either have to eliminate or capture the abductor. Okay, we lose if the abductor escapes, we can't draw terror cards, or he kills 4 people. So he's on he's already on the way to winning the game. So now we're going to do the bottom bit of the terror card, which for every demand that is not face up, he goes up by 2. So now we're only rolling 1 dice. So you can imagine this is now just getting worse and worse and worse. So next turn. It really is that quick. And there's 10 cards in there, 11 with a major one underneath it. So what do we want to do? Well, I think we need to tell him to stay calm. We need to get access to our dice. But saying that, yeah, okay, we're going to play just stay calm. Okay, we've got 1 dice we can use. This is risky. Okay, a blank. Now, a blank would end the conversation and he'd kill someone. But we're going to play what I meant was. And when you play these cards, they go back to the store, if you like. That's what I'm going to call it anyway. Yeah? So we've played that one. We get to re-roll the dice. And we still get a blank. Okay, so he didn't stay calm. And he wouldn't understand what we meant. And that is literally the end of that turn. We've got no points to spend, but the cards that we played last turn, so we've got these 2 left still in our hand. The cards that we played the turn before now come back. And that's how this game works. Yeah, use cards you don't get. Yeah, you buy cards and then you can refresh your hand. So we're back up to our original 6 cards. But that is not going to help us because he's drawing a terror card. And it says, okay, oh wow, that's really good. Looks like we're back to square one. That's actually one of the cards that actually is going to help us. So place the threat level marker back at the starting threat level. So he looks like he's chilling out a bit, and his starting level was 4, I believe. Okay. And then we go back to our turn. So let's ask him again what his demands are. Remember now we are rolling 2 dice again. So, now this is interesting. This is a symbol I haven't shown you yet. So what this symbol means is I can turn this into a success if I give up 2 cards. And I've got 2 of them. Yeah? Oops. destroying the dice tower now. Okay, so we need to find out more about his demands. So we're going to keep that. I might get rid of one small talk and one keep cool, because yeah, they can go away, and that'll turn one of these dice into a success. And the one success is reveal a demand, or you get points to spend. So let's reveal his major demand. And his major demand is he wants $10 million. I feel like sticking my little finger like that. $10 million. Anyway, so at any point we can spend 4 conversation points to concede to this, and it will save 2 people. However, if we concede, we have to consider this. Let's make sure it goes into focus, which it's not going to. Here it is. And if it is, you roll -1 dice. You always roll 1 dice. So if we concede to get the last 2 people out, then we're going to be penalised by 1 dice. Okay, so we know one of his demands, which is good. So that can go there. So I think we should do it again. Okay, so you want $10 million. How are you going to leave, basically? Because we need to sort out this escape demand up here. So we've got 2 dice. Okay, we've got a similar result. We've got 2 cards and a blank. And I do think it's worth it giving up 2 cards, but that means that we'll only have these 2. No, because that's what we've played, isn't it? We'll actually have no cards in our hand if we do this for next turn. So it's going to be a wash. But I think it's worth it. I do. I think it's worth it just to find out his demands. So, yeah, I'm going to spend those 2 cards. We literally have no cards. So our next turn is just going to be a whiff. But we do know what his demand is now. And it is, he wants an armoured truck. So we can spend 4 to concede during any conversation. Take any card from the available area, and we get a dice. This is a good card to have if you've just got enough people out, because there's a card, as we said earlier on, with this card here, which is all units get in there now, and you roll the dice, and you can eliminate the person. You can actually, no, it's this one. Snipers take the shot, and you can do it to get rid of the abductor. So that's what that would do. You'd be able to get that. But the penalty for conceding here is the abductor escapes at the end of the conversation. So it's like a Hail Mary, I guess. But that's not a bad one. So he's asking for $10 million and an armoured truck to escape in. Okay, it's terror card. And it is... Oh, it's a minor demand. Right, now, minor demand. He's after some water. Yeah? If we concede, until the conversation ends, we get an extra dice. However, when any threat roll is failed, that's the end of it. That is the end. So we could give him some water. So yeah, that's not too bad. We'll put that up here. Okay. Then it's our turn. Well, we'd buy. We didn't get any cards back, and it's going to go straight back to his terror turn. Oh, brilliant. Nice and simple, that one, isn't it? 1, 2. We're still in the 2 dice, so we've still got 2 dice to work with. I'm going to swap those dice. I'm not superstitious, but, you know. Okay. And that goes there. Now we get all our cards back, which is fantastic. We can actually do some stuff. Now, we know his demands, so I'm not too fussed about the demand cards now. Yeah. So let's do some small talk, because I think we need to... do we give him some water? Because that will give us 3 dice for the rest of this conversation. But if we fail at all, it's the end of the conversation. I think we do. Okay, so let's give in to this demand, right? He wants some water. Yeah, so we're going to give him the water. That gives us an extra dice, so we're rolling 3 dice now because we're in the 2 dice area, and we're going to do some small talk. So, because we need to buy some better cards, so you can see the dice tray there. Oh my god, look at that. Okay, you don't get anything extra for getting 3 successes, but we've got 3 successes, which means that gives us 3, see that, conversation points. So 1, 2, 3, that was good. So that card is going to go over there. It's been used, and I think we should ask him now to keep cool. Yeah, come on, man. Let's keep cool. Yeah. So 3 dice. You see now, this is where we've got to be careful. So we've got 1 of these and 2 blanks, but we can get rid of the what are your demands cards because we're not going to be using them, to turn that into a success, which means that we can actually reduce his anger by 1, which is good. Okay, so I might keep these 2 for the next turn. But we do have 3 points to spend. So, yep, so those 2 are going to stay there. And we've got 3 points. Now, what are we going to buy? We need to get people out. So, I think we're going to try and get a minor extraction, which will allow us to get 2 people out if we get 2 successes, or 1. But if 1 person gets out, and you can see that, he's going to get +1 to his anger. And if we don't roll anything, he's going to kill someone and end the conversation. But I think it's worth the risk. So that's our 3 points spent. And then it goes to him. Terror. Okay, your time is running out. Oh, this is a horrible card. Honestly, this game hates me. Discard half the remaining terror cards, round down. You may instead discard 2 red terror cards and shuffle this card back into the remaining deck. Now, as I said, there's 10 cards in here, but not counting the pivotal event. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah? So we'd round down, so we'd have to get rid of 2 cards. Yeah? And that card would then go. Or we can get rid of 2 cards and then shuffle that back. So either way, we're going to lose 2 cards. So 2 cards, gone. So that means that's dealt with. And we can put that back on there. Okay. Brilliant. Good stuff. So, let's go for our minor extraction. Yeah? And the minor extraction, we've got 2 dice now, because the water thing's done. Okay, we've got 1 success. Yeah, you can see that. Hopefully you can see that. We've got 1 success, which means, yes, we've pissed him off, but he's going to go up 1, but we have managed to save at least 1 person. Yeah, he's not happy with us, but we've got 1 person out. And we can put that back to there. And because of that, we can then say to him, okay, stay cool. Let's stay cool. Let's roll the dice and, start having a good time. Okay, we've got another success. So it's just the 1. So that's going to bring the anger down by 1. So we've played that. Put that over there. And then we'll try and have some small talk with him. Yeah, try and have some small talk. So, 2 dice. Okay, we've got 1 success. And because we've got 1 success, we get 2 points for the small talk. Okay. So now we can buy. I'm not going to move the camera now because I think you've seen the buying bit. I've only got 2 points. But I think, do we need to keep him calm or do we need more points? Yeah, okay, we'll take this one. We won't use this card yet. It's called Just a Few Minutes More. Yeah. It can potentially make him more angrier. But, yeah, I mean, you can read the flavour text if you want to. But, yeah. So we're going to buy that. We then get back the previous turn's card. So we're getting these 4 cards back. So we've got 5 cards in hand. And then it's his turn. So we've got a terror card. And here we go. Oh my god, he's got more hostages. Okay, so we have to roll dice and add hostage support as follows. Roll a die. Okay. You don't know if you can pick that up, but there's numbers in the bottom corner here, and there's also numbers on the dice, as you can see there. So let's roll this dice. And of course it would come up with a 5, which means he's going to take 1 more hostage. I've got plenty over here. So he's got another hostage. Maybe, I don't know, a janitor or someone like that. Or a caretaker, as we call them in England. Okay, that's done. Now it's our turn. So, I think we go in. We go straight in and say, look, guy, come on. Give us just a few more minutes. Let's talk about all this stuff. Potentially get 4 points. They should be on 0. So, yeah. So, 2 dice. See, now this is very good. Because we have the success and the 2. And if you remember, I'm not really interested now in these demand cards. One of your demands. So they can be jettisoned. And that will give us our other success, because that's what this dice means. And that means we're going to get 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 points. Yeah, and that one, well, it goes down there because you can't buy it again straight away. Let's try and see if we can get him to keep cool. Yeah, okay, we've just had a good chat, so let's keep cool. Okay, we've got 1 success, which is, is good. So that 1 success means he goes to 4. And then let's have a bit of small talk. See if we can really get a good hand, because we need to get more of these hostages out. We've got 1 out. Okay, so roll these 2 dice. And we've got 1 success again. So 1 success gives us 2. So we've got 6 points. Now with 6 points to spend, that's pretty good. So let's put these cards away. And that just a few more minutes can go back. And we've got 6 points to spend from over here. And I'm thinking that we need... if we was to do a major extraction and get 2 successes, then that would be... because that's over here. But it would really make him fed up, and it would completely end any conversation we had. And it's cost 6. Or we can buy 2 of these, or use the bold lie. Okay, let's buy... oh no, because that's 4. That costs 4. Okay, so why don't we buy minor extraction for 3? What I meant was, because that's a good card to re-roll, for 4... and the just stay calm to try and get him back. Because if we do manage to get him all the way back to here, and we push him back again, he'll actually start releasing hostages. Okay, so that means that we have the 2 cards for the previous turn. They're coming back. And that's it. This is our hand for the next turn. So we do his terror. Okay, so hostage, make a threat roll. So a threat roll, we have 2 dice. So we did get a success, which means on there, a success is a hostage escapes. So a hostage has managed to, maybe it's that caretaker, he's managed to get away. That's a stroke of luck, that is. So, let's have a look now. So, we said that we want to I want to play... Right, I want to play the minor extraction, because if we get the minor extraction with 2 successes, then we can, well, fundamentally we've done part of the win. So yeah, so let's do that. So 2 dice. What a time. What a time to get 2 blanks. But that's why we got what I meant was. So, and it's come out blank again. So, that minor extraction went wrong, and because it was a blank, it does the bottom one, which hopefully you can see, which means he killed someone at the end of the conversation. That's it. So, he's killed another person, and we're out. These cards are for next turn. I can pick up these cards for next turn. I've got no points to spend. I should have reset that. And then we're going to get to the terror card. And now we're in trouble. Draw and resolve the next red terror card. Well, the next one isn't. It's a gold one. It's a pivotal event. So I'm afraid we don't have to do that. However, we've got some problems. We need to get... We probably need to try and get these done now. Yes. I think we're going to have to, but it's going to cost 8 points to do that. So, okay. They're always worth keeping to spend. Let's do some small talk. Let's do some small talk. Hopefully, I'll get... We've got 1 success. So small talk on a 1 success is 2. So that's fantastic. That gets us going. And then we've got another small talk, because we've got to go for it now. We're nearly at the end. Wow. 2 successes there. Okay. And the small talk 2 successes gives you 3. So that puts it up to 5. Let's have a look. What are your demands? We're going to play this because I want to try and maybe get 2. It gives you some points to spend here, and at the moment we've got 5. So here we go. Okay, we've got 1 success there. Yeah, so it's basically said we can get +1. And then we're going to ask him again. He must be getting really fed up with us asking him what he wants when we know what he wants, but game the game. Okay, now this is interesting because we've got 6. Just rolled the 2 cards to convert and 1, and the what are your demands gives a +2, and that would give us the 8 we want. So let's give up 2 cards to turn that into a success, and that'll give us another 2. So now we've got the 8. So we're going to do this. We're going to concede. We're going to give him $10 million. Okay? Spend 4 to concede during any conversation. So 2 people. I've said, right, you can have this money if you let 2 people go. And he has done. So that's cool. However, we are going to roll 1 less dice. So we're only going to roll 1 dice, which is going to get mitigated in a second. So that has been done. And then we're going to spend, so that's 4 there. And then we're going to spend another 4. Yeah. Now, at the end of this conversation, he's going to go. But we're going to spend this 4. Okay. And it says that we can have any card we want. And I think the card that we want would be Sniper, Take the Shot. Yes, because it says we can take any card from the available area into hand, and then we get +1 dice during the next threat. So that's basically wiped its face with that one. that one up there that took 1 dice off us. This is going to give us another dice. So we've got sniper, take the shot. Yeah? So basically, this is the Hail Mary. Yeah? We are going to use this, and we need at least 1 success. We have no re-rolls, but we have 2 dice. Yeah? So it's all down to this. I mean, theoretically, we do still have 1 card in our hand. Yeah? So we could go on for 1 more turn, but no. I think this is going to be it. So let's have a look here. So 1 success at least. 2 dice. Hey! Yes, we have 1 success. It is the end of the conversation, but he has been eliminated. This person is now gone. Okay, so according to the rules, okay, hopefully you can see that. You win. Okay, no hostages in the hostage pool. Well, there are still some. Two. Sniper, take the shot, brings out... Oh, only 2 on 2 successes. We only got 1 success. So there are 2 still in there. So we haven't won yet. We have not won yet. Oh, my God. At least half the hostages the abductor is escaped or eliminated. However, underneath the card, you get the second in command, a devoted follower. He steps in. Okay, so he's been eliminated. Okay. Special rules. Replace the abductor card if the abductor is eliminated and hostages still remain in the hostage pool. So, kill per threat level increase, but will never kill the last hostage in the pool. Second in command may not be eliminated. He surrenders immediately when there are no hostages in the hostage pool. So we now have to... per threat level increases, but will never kill the last hostage. Replaces the abductor, and if the abductor is eliminated and hostages still remain in the pool, so he's going to kill per threat level. So the threat level is 2, but he won't kill. He won't kill. That's the cat's food, you can probably hear. Yes, so he is going to kill 1 person by the sounds of it. Okay. So he's going to kill 1 person. So that's a person dead. We had a big turn there. Sniper take the shot. We literally have 1 card for next turn. So these have been done. We're only going to be rolling 1 dice anyway. So here we go. Last chance, make it quick. Discard conversation cards from your hand until you have 4 or fewer. Well, I've only got 1. So that's the end of it. Yeah? We've still got our turn. I don't think we can do anything. I think we lost. I think we're going to lose the game because of that second in command. He won't kill the last person, but you lose immediately if half the hostages have been killed, the abductor escapes, or you're unable to draw a terror card during the terror phase. And we're not going to be able to draw a terror card during the terror phase. So I'm afraid that's it. So we've lost. Only just, but we lost. So hopefully you've enjoyed that. I did. If you did, like, subscribe, all them shenanigans, and I'll see you again. Bye-bye.